We opened the show with what the Lakers did to the Celtics yesterday. 40-year-old LeBron James just continues to be ridiculous. He was dunking all over Boston last night, not once but twice. Kristaps Porzingis making business decisions as this game would go on. LeBron and the Celtics have a long history, to say the least, and he was asked post-game if this game meant more because it was against Boston.
This game like this against the Celtics, against the champs.
Nope, they sure don't. I can tell your enthusiasm in your voice. I heard that question way too many times in my career. Absolutely not. It's one game. They hosted Larry O'Brien Trophy. We're trying to aspire to get there. We want to just continue to work our habits, work our game. So, yeah, absolutely does not.
All right, Commander Tim back with us here for a moment. And for all of you who have just been completely wrapped up in the football, don't look now. The Lakers are playing really well right now, Tim. They're 6 games over 500. They're, I think, 4.5 games out of second in the Western Conference right now. As we look at them, do they actually look like a threat to win the West?
Well, first, by the way, Greeny, I was one of those people wrapped up in the football. So let me just put that out there. But I have been watching NBA games as well. Here's the thing. Lakers have made this very interesting at the way they're playing. And I think in particular, the reason they're more interesting is because of some of the other teams in the Western Conference that you may or may not believe in. And that's why, for me, it's Oklahoma City on a shelf all by themselves, particularly when they finally get healthy. You think about what they've done in the West, and they haven't had a full roster all season. Once they get fully healthy, that to me is clearly the best team in the West. So then it becomes, what about that next group? And right now, Denver has been very, very impressive. But you look at teams like Houston, and you look at Memphis, and you look at the Clippers, and all of these teams have had very good first halves. I think the Lakers, because of the unique nature of Anthony Davis and LeBron James, they're right in the mix with those teams. Now, there are some wild cards in the West, Greeny, that we're going to find out more about. Dallas being at the top of the list because they've gone this long stretch without Luka. Let's see what their ceiling ultimately ends up being. And then I think Phoenix is poised to do something big at the trading deadline that could make them a lot more interesting the second half as well. But right now, as we sit here, absolutely, it's Oklahoma City. I think Denver probably would be my number 2. And then there's a group of teams all capable of beating each other, and the Lakers are in that mix.
Quickly, let me go to the other side. The Celtics are now 10-9 in their last 19 games. Are they still, I'm going to use the word, a prohibitive favorite to win the East?
I would take the word prohibitive out. I would still say, if you're asking me today to lay money on it, I think Boston ends up in the finals. But there's no doubt they're vulnerable, and they're vulnerable for a variety of reasons. One, it's how good Cleveland is. Like, they're legitimately a team that is going to give Boston fits if they play eventually in the conference finals, which I think they're absolutely headed there on a collision course to do that. But they're also vulnerable because of the way they let you guard them some nights, with their propensity to take early, quick threes and not make you guard them throughout the shot clock. So there's a vulnerability there, but I also think it's the regular season for a defending champ that finally broke through. The regular season doesn't mean quite as much. You can't manufacture desperation the way that they felt it a year ago.
All right, Legs, good luck to you this weekend on Sunday. We'll check in with you as the weeks go by here. Let's do a quick get up and go. It's brought to you by Nature Made. And we'll start with those Denver Nuggets. 66-foot buzzer beater was part of a ridiculous night last night for Nikola Jokic. 35 points, 22 rebounds, 17 assists in a win over Sacramento. So he just had himself a ridiculous night. OKC, Kyrie Irving had 24. Mavs upset the extraordinary Thunder. Mavs have now beaten OKC 3 times this year. The rest of the league has beaten them 5 combined. And then the big story is the homecoming in Paris. Check out Victor Wembanyama with the alley-oop to himself. He had 30 points, 11 rebounds as they blew out the Pacers. Those teams will play again tomorrow on ESPN. You will see all the action at noon Eastern time.
How's it going, everybody? Villa Sports Network here. Just want to thank you guys for your support on the channel. Thank you guys for watching the video. Hope you all enjoyed it. I also want to kind of remind you to don't forget to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment on the video if you like as well. But regardless of the fact, thank you again for your support, and hope to see you on the next video.